What's going on, everybody? It's Childish. We're back at it again, coming at you with another DISLYTE video. And as you guys know, we just recently got done with a summoning session and picked up a ton of great units here. So I thought to myself, what better way to get into these units than basically taking a look at a tier list, which I believe is the #1 tier list in the DISLYTE community for you guys. So again, I want to give a big shout out to Surgery Heart, Dribble, and Blitzer on Discord. They were the ones that created this thing. I've checked out a couple of tier lists along the way, and this is the one that I really do feel is the most polished out of them all. Really good information here. You guys got to check it out. I will leave a link in the description down below if you guys want to go ahead and take a look at it. Now, as you guys know, like I said before, we just got done with that big summoning session here, and we've been slowly and steadily working on building a Chronos team and trying to get to that Chronos 10 here. So I was like, okay, well, I got the couple of units that I've already been focusing on, but I have a couple of spots that I'm looking to fill in some specific roles here. So I'm like, okay, which ones are going to be the best ones for me? Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So I guess what I want to get at first is here is just point out the obvious. As far as this tier list goes here, there's a couple of things that, are going to be, flat out just known, when it comes to tier lists here, is that just keep in mind that these are all based on people's opinions, their experience in the game, so on and so forth. Obviously, this game has been on soft launch here for many, many moons now, so people have had an opportunity to check the units out, see how they work, see which ones mix with one another here, see which ones are synergistic with one another, and essentially provided that information for you guys so you guys can make the best choice moving forward. Now, the cool thing about this one is that it got a couple of different, I guess you could say, lists per se here. And the first one is your standard one that you generally see when it comes to tier lists, showcasing the units, their star, their role, and of course, basically the areas that they excel in. But the cool thing about this one is that they also take a little bit of time to kind of provide just a little bit of summary for you. So if you're kind of curious on really what this unit can provide for an overall composition here, you got everything you need in this lineup here, okay? And if that wasn't enough, they have a section called Tier List Role View, so that if you're looking for a specific team to go ahead and build for a specific dungeon, right? We got the Cube Dungeon, Chronos, APAP, Fafnir, whatever the case may be, you can essentially use this as a guide to go ahead and build something specific that you're looking for, right? Now, I want to preface this by saying, once again, this is a tier list. This is based on user opinions. This is not the end-all be-all way to go. I wanted to promote this one because of the fact that I just think it's super clean, super polished, really easy to understand here. Obviously, if you're somebody like me here, you might be looking at this and be like, wow, I don't know all those pictures here. I can't figure those out here. But again, if you take a look, between the tier list, the standard one and the role view, you're going to be able to essentially pick out which ones are which. And then over time, you'll learn these units here so you can kind of decide what you want to do here. Now, as far as, some of the questions that are going to be generally, brought on here is that Childish, okay, I'm looking to build a Chronos team. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna scroll over here, take a look at the units here. Oh, I got this fighter, I got that controller, but I don't got the support in the S tier. That's the beautiful thing about this game here. If I have learned anything in the last 2 weeks here, is that regardless of a unit is S tier, A tier, or B tier, they do have a purpose. They are viable in certain situations or not. Regardless of the fact that it may not be the best option for you in Chronos per se, you still want to look at the standard list and try to figure out overall, does the unit provide something valuable to you in more aspects of one? So what I'm saying that is that if you're taking a look at this list and you're trying to go back and forth on who you want to build, which one's going to provide the most bang for your buck here? Because at the end of the day, we only have a limited amount of resources to do, and unless you're whaling right now, you got to make specific choices that will really just basically decide how you progress in the game. Again, with the stamina limited the cap and everything like that, you have to take your time, figure out the units that you want to do, and just kind of go from there. Okay, now I'm not going to keep this video too long here. I just wanted to kind of showcase this a little bit and then give you guys an opportunity to take a look out here. But I will say this, essentially what I did was, as you guys know, we got Liling from the free-to-play summon. We also have Lin Zhao. We've been using Chang Pu, and we also have, I think it was TA that we pulled. So we had 4 units that we were utilizing. I was thinking to myself, okay, these 4 units are absolutely amazing in this storyline. As you guys can see right here, we got TA rocking it right here. I think we got, where do we got? Cheng Pu right over here on the support. So we got some A units and whatnot. I was looking to see, okay, I'm going to be working on Chronos here. I want to get some of the basic starter sets here. So I took a look at a specific lineup and said to myself, okay, who do I want to build, right? So ultimately, having already 2 damage dealers, a controller, and a healer, I was looking for some unit to kind of play the support role. And the cool thing about that one is that I recently found the unit by the name of Ira that I actually pulled here. So again, if you guys haven't had a chance to check her out, she's pretty cool. I actually have her built up at 5-star. Again, I'm going to show this guys in a later video, but ultimately I made the decision to go with her because not only does she provide a lot of value in Chronos here per se. The essentially her kit overall, which is essentially an ability that allows you to AoE slow the opponent and get yourself an opportunity to reduce the AP is really, really important, especially for Chronos if you haven't had a chance to check that dungeon out here. But I will say this, when it comes to support roles that do anything when it comes to AP manipulation, on the positive side and the negative side, given that the fact that this is a turn-based gacha, that's why I went with this one, and it's allowed me to kind of catapult my progression into the Chronos dungeon. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, if you found it useful in any way, shape, or form, okay, you all know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys all in the next one.